welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, this week I am letting a random wheel spinner pick how many pages I have to try and read each day. So what I've done, let this focus, it's not really showing up. Is this gonna work? Okay, so I've got page numbers ranging from 50 to 400, and we're honestly just gonna let it spin and we'll see which one that we get for today. It is currently 5 p.m. on a Sunday evening, so we are kind of hoping for a lower amount, I'd say, because I've just been busy doing like washing and like a little bit of a Sunday reset. So I haven't had a chance to pick up a book or start this video, but let's just do it and we'll see what we get and then we can start, because I don't really have any plans now for the rest of the evening. I also dyed my hair last night and I feel like I'm looking a little bit pasty because I went a little bit darker, but you know, autumn winter is fastly approaching, so let's get this spun. I wonder what number it's gonna land on. Oh, you're joking, you're joking, you're joking. No, the highest amount. If I read this many pages, I think I'll finish my current book. So it's landed on 400. We better get started then, because that's going to be quite hard to do and I'm literally going to have to read all evening. I mean, not complaining. Let's go grab my Kindle. I'm currently just started Ruthless Vows, which is the second book in the Letters of Enchantment duology. So it's the second book to Divine Rivals. I finished Divine Rivals yesterday and oh my word, it was an amazing story. So I immediately went into Ruthless Vows and I think I'm like 60 or so pages in. So let's go start. I cannot believe that we got 400. Time to locate my Kindle and then we can start this, because I feel like I'm a bit pressured to get this done now, because I wasn't expecting 400 today. Okay, Kindle is secured. We're gonna go back into the bedroom because I have got cozy vibes going on in there, and then we'll start. I've just basically finished my first 100 pages. I've gotten to page 168 of Ruthless Vows and good progress. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it today though. I feel like I'm going to be reading until like midnight, but I'm going to try my best because I do not want to fail this little challenge on the first day, because that will not set a good tone for the rest of this video. But I'm getting pretty hungry, so I'm gonna have dinner. Luckily I like prepped something before. Maybe the universe was telling me that I wasn't gonna have time to cook tonight, so I'm gonna eat and then I think we'll have a shower, get into our pajamas, and then we'll do another big block of reading. So I'm just coming in with an update because I feel like I've read so many pages this evening that my brain has gone to mush a little bit. But I have just reached page 364. But in my head, I thought I had 200 pages left to read tonight. But I started on page 64, so I only have 100 and it's 9:20. So I feel like I can finish this like within the next hour. I feel like I'm probably gonna finish it. I'm 73% of the way through the book. So am I gonna finish it before I do my 400 pages and you have to start another one? Who knows? But Ruthless Vows, I won't talk too much about it because obviously it's the second in the series and I wouldn't want to give anything away from the first book, but it's so good. I had seen so many people saying that Ruthless Vows was disappointment, it was boring, but honestly I feel like I've preferred this even more. I don't know, like, oh, the love story in this is so beautiful, and Rebecca Ross, her writing is like so whimsical and poetic. It really does just like drag you into the world, and I just love how it's all written, like the different gods and they're like trying to come back to life. They've been asleep for so many years. It's really, really nice to read, to be honest. So I'm gonna crack on now, finish this 100 pages, and then I'll catch up with you when I'm done. Maybe the book will be done, maybe it won't be, I have no idea. Cup of tea of 2025. Well, obviously since like winter ended. I'm just about to head to bed. It's literally 11:30 now, but guys, I did it. I read the 400 pages that I needed to, and I actually ended up reading 30 pages more just so I could finish Ruthless Vows. And what a masterpiece. As I was saying before, I was kind of nervous going into it because so many people had said that it wasn't as good, but it was so good. 5 stars. And that's the first time that I've started and finished a book in one day in so long. So I feel like I'm back. Like, Chapters Was Safe is back in the reading game. I don't know what to read tomorrow, but we'll decide that in the morning. But that is day 1 done, and we actually did it. The highest amount of pages that we could have got, we got. I do wish I had started this video earlier so I wasn't, you know, stressed about doing it. But as I said earlier, the book was so good that it didn't even feel like a chore. It felt really easy to get those pages done. So I'm off to bed, and I'll see you in the morning where we will spin the wheel again and see how many pages we have to read. Good morning. It is now Monday morning, so it's time to spin our wheel to figure out how many pages we need to read today, and then I'll talk through which book I'm going to be starting as well, because I'm really excited for it, and I feel like it's one that would like to watch me read as well, just because I feel like it's not as popular with our age group anyway. Okay, let me just find the app. Okay, we have it ready. Let's spin it. If we get 400 again, I think I might actually die because my brain... You're joking. I'm going to do it again to see if it's broken. Is that going to be 400 twice? Okay, that one was 350. Okay, so 400 pages anyway again today. And the book that I'm going to be reading is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles series. So if you haven't heard of this, this is basically like Disney fairy tale retellings. And the first one is called Cinder, so we're following Cinderella. So this one is Scarlet, so I feel like it's going to be giving like Little Red Riding Hood. What's her name? Little Red Riding Hood, is that her name? Little Red? With like the grandma and the wolf. So I don't know how that's going to play into everything, because I know it is all interconnected, and we still will be like seeing the aftermath of that whole first book. And yeah, I'm really excited. I think we should get into it. I think I'm going to start by walking on my walking pad while I read a little bit, because I'll probably get this Kindle version as well so I can read that while I'm reading, because it's way too hard to hold this as I do that. So let's get into it. I can't believe that it's 400 pages again. At least I'm starting in the morning, so I'm not like having to literally read for 5 hours straight. Thank you, wheel spinner. I think it's the universe telling me that I need to be reading more, because I loved it last night and cannot wait. So I've just finished up with my walk, and I've gotten to chapter 8, so page 68. So we are nearly done with our first 100 pages. I think what I'm going to do now is actually switch over to my physical copy, just because I'm kind of missing that physical feel of holding a book, and because it is YA, the writing isn't too small as well. So 68 pages in, 332 left to go. I'm coming at you from the car just because I'm about to start work, but I have actually gotten to chapter 20, which is page 199. I wanted to get to 200 so I'd be halfway for today's goal, but I just stopped there because I wanted to stop at a chapter. I feel like I'm getting into those kind of habits now. Like, I used to be able to just stop mid-chapter, pick up where I left off, but now I'm like, okay, let's get to the end, pop that bookmark in, and then we can pick up where we left off. This story I'm really enjoying so far. We're basically following like two POVs. So we're following Scarlet, and then we go back to where Cinder is and kind of see the struggle she's going through after everything that happened in that first book. So I'm really enjoying that. I feel like it's keeping it feeling like it's like really fast paced, and yeah, it's definitely gripping me. We have a lot of new addition to characters and they're really funny. The one thing I really will say about this is like the banter between our main characters is so funny and enjoyable, and I feel like that's when you know that it's going to be a good YA book, because it still appeals to someone like me that's like 25 years old. I mean, years young. And yeah, it's making me giggle, it's making me smile, and yeah, that's all I want from reading, is just those positive kind of moments where it brings me happiness. So we are halfway through our reading goal for the day. I think we're going to do it. I have some time at work to read as well, so I don't have any worries that we're going to read another 200 pages, but it still needs to be done. Good morning. Let's start with the good news. I had some new pyjamas arrive today and they are giving like Matilda Jerf dupes. I got them from TikTok shop and oh, they are so soft and comfortable. I nearly fell over that. But guys, on to the bad news. Look, last night I got home from work, I had my dinner, my brain was just fried. I could not read any more words, any more pages. But I did get to page 338 and I know my goal was 400. Is it a fail? Yes, but also not, because that's still so much more than what I've been reading recently. Although I do think, depending on how many pages I get today on the spinner, I will probably add those 67 pages onto it, just so I can, you know, not feel like so much of a failure. I also got a phone case to match my pyjamas. She's so cute. Let's do it. Let's see. If I get 400 though, I really am gonna kick off, because I don't want to do that anymore. Let's see. Please give me something small. 300. That's still quite a lot. Do you know, I could just like edit these out and make it so it's like 50 pages, but no, I'm going to be true to you and I'm going to try and do it. Let's go. 112. I don't know what the page count is right now, but we'll talk that through once I've actually finished Cinder. I mean Scarlet, but oh, this book is getting so wild at the end, and there's like this big secret that we kind of learn at the end of Cinder book 1. Also, excuse me, I'm honestly having such a lazy day just because I'm a human and I have free will, okay? But this secret, I'm just like, it's so obvious. If people think like this is happening because of this, like why aren't these people realizing? And it would all just like probably be resolved so much quicker. And I'm actually really loving this. I don't know if I like this more than the first book though. I feel like this is one of those books where there's a lot of build up, and I feel like the next one, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know which book I want to read after this. Like, do I go straight into the next book of the series, or do I read a different one? Because I am trying to get better at like reading a whole series at once, because I feel like you really do stay in the world then and with the characters, and you end up liking it a little bit more as well. But yeah, so this, I'm on page 412, and there is 452 pages of Scarlet, so I'm nearly done. I'm going to sit and finish this, and then we'll debrief, pick our next read, and see where we're at with the page count for today. I've just finished Scarlet, so let's first work out how many pages I've just read this morning. So there was 452, and I started on 338. So let's do this in the calculator because my mental math is non-existent. 114 pages. So that means I have 186 pages left to read today for the 300 that the spinner chose for me. I honestly do think that I'm going to go straight into the next book in the series. I think it's called Cress, but I'm just gonna look. Okay, yeah, so book 3 is called Cress, which I have just here. The cover is very pretty. It's looking like we're going to be introduced to a character that is going to be like Rapunzel-esque, and I just have to go straight into it because the way that this one finishes, like there's just no other option really. And why not get through this series that I've been honestly wanting to read for so long. But thoughts on Scarlet, this was so good, and I feel like all of our added characters that we got given in this book, they added so much humour and personality to it. Like, it's so good. But I will say I just love Cinder so much. She is such a strong female main character. Same with Scarlet, to be honest, but Cinder is just like that OG baddie, and I'm so here for it. I don't know ratings wise what I'm going to give it. I think I'm settling on like a 4-star because it's not like life-changing, but it's so enjoyable, and definitely one that I'm going to be recommending to you guys everywhere, and to friends and family as well if they want to pick up something that's like a lighter fantasy. Because I will say the Lunar Chronicles series is definitely something that is good if you're trying to get into fantasy and don't want to be too overwhelmed with world building and politics. It's very easy to understand, obviously it being YA as well, meaning young adult. I just think it's such a good pick. I am taking a little break now, but I think we'll start Cress later on in the day. Let's pretend that this is a clip of me reading last night because I didn't film any. I apologise, but I did hit the reading goal for yesterday, so I ended up getting to page 187, so one more than I needed to. Smashed it. So we're on chapter 22 of Cress, which is the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicles series. Seriously enjoying this so much. Cress is such an interesting character, and all that she has been through her whole life, it's just awful. But I feel like it really does show our evil people, like what they're like and the reasons why they do what they do. It's irritating. Can't everyone just be nice? So it's Wednesday, it's currently 20 to 5. I'm going to spin, and we're going to talk to the wheel spinner gods right now. Just ask for a small amount of pages because there is work that I should be getting on with today as well. So this is going to decide if I'm going to do that or not. Here goes nothing, fellas. Here goes nothing. Okay, perfect. It's 100. I'll take that. I'm going to smash that out right now. The prayers work, guys. I think you are praying along with me, so that helped. But let's do another page. So we have to get to 287. I'm so happy. It's not that I'm not enjoying reading, it's just I've been reading a lot of pages. Like, I don't think you realise how unnormal it is to read like 400 pages in a day, and I definitely wouldn't be able to do this, but I'm currently off uni for a whole month before I start my final placement, so I definitely have more time on my hands, but I also have a dissertation to be getting on with. So these 400 pages have been getting in the way slightly, so I can crack out 100 today, we can be done for today's challenge, and then I can get on with what I need to do. I'm not behind on uni work or anything, it's just, you know, sometimes I feel a bit guilty if I'm not constantly doing it, but you definitely do need to find things that are good for your mental health, which is reading, and it, you know, it saves me occasionally. So let's go read these 100 pages. I'm just about to sit and read. I've got like 45 minutes till Eduardo is home from work, and I have gotten to page 232 of Cress, and I think was my goal 287. Yeah, so however many pages there is left to read. I might even go over that depending on how much I get done until he's home, but let's get this done, and then today is ticked off. I feel like I'm still sad. Also, I did my nails this evening. They are like an aquamarine blue. I feel like it's saying goodbye to summer, last summery colour. But yeah, I'm still sad that I failed on yesterday. When was it yesterday? No. When did I fail? Monday. I didn't get my word count, but I'm just gonna put some like instrumental music on because it's like my favourite thing to do while I read, just to fully like immerse my brain. Otherwise I think if it's like too silent, my brain wanders and I end up thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner tomorrow night. So I think we have like 40 odd pages left and that won't take me long, so let's get it done. Just finished up with my chapter and I've gotten to chapter 33, page 292, so we are done with our 100 pages of the day. It was nice to have a bit of a smaller goal today, a little bit less overwhelming and stressful, but honestly I'm going to be chilling for the rest of the night. Honestly, will I pick this up again before I go to bed? Maybe, but I'll see you in the morning where we'll do our spinner for the final day of this little challenge. Hello everyone, it is now the next evening, so you know the drill by now. It's time to pick, well, get the wheel spinner up so we can see how many pages I need to read today. The final day of this challenge as well, so I hope you have enjoyed, and let me know in the comments if you're still here. On average, how many pages do you normally read per hour? Because I'll be really interested to know. Spinning. The lighting is not going to be good. Oh my god! 50! You thought I was going to get 400 again, didn't you? I got 50. Well, that's easy. Let's do this now and then we can wrap up this video. I forgot to mention where I'm starting at. So chapter 33, page 292. So I need to read to 348. Is that right? Yeah, so I need to read to page 348. Let's do it. sweetest things ever. I've actually missed him because he hasn't really been in the books since book 1. You just kind of see glimpses of him, but now he's kind of building up a little bit and we're getting a bit more, and he's just like the sweetest pumpkin ever. I adore him, and I just want him and Cinder to like be in the same place, and like, please. Okay, so I have just gotten to page 350 and I've gotten to chapter 40 of Cress, and guys, I've been waiting so long for what's just happened to happen. Like, I feel like things are finally starting to resolve themselves slightly. We're going to start working towards it now, I can feel it. But that is our 50 pages read. I can't believe that the whole week is gone now. And so what do we do? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 5 out of the 6 days I did hit the word goal as well. I mean page goal. But I feel like I smashed it, because the day that I did fail on, I only failed by what, 30-40 pages, and I had already read 370, so I'm not even looking at it as a loss now. But obviously I still have like about 150 pages left of Cress to read, so you have to keep an eye out for my September wrap up that I will do at the end of the month. And if you would like to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments, because I found this really fun and I do love wheel spinner videos. But do not forget to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from myself, and I'll see you in the next one.